2, 1.
I know you'll see.
Somehow you're gonna get away from me, even though you're in my basement.
Wonderful.
Hello!
Pew, pew,
Welcome to another beautiful episode of Fablecraft, the up-and-coming role-playing interactive experience. I am the semi-acceptable game master for this wonderful experience, Wyatt, haha, hi. GM, look at me, I have a special little token. And then, of course, along with me, we have Phoenix playing the part of Val Noma.
Yo, hey, howdy.
We have Septimus, played by Osmodius.
I'm ready to kill someone.
We have Akamian. I remembered how to say it. Akamian, played by Sengoku.
So,
We have Mirren, played by Sky.
Many blessings.
And we have Hazel, played by Toblerone.
Who's asking? What do you want to know? Leave me be.
Well, that's a lot of questions to ask for a chocolate bar. Okay.
what is that insinuating?
Whoa. Whoa. Well, as you may tell, we are currently in the dank dungeons, otherwise known as the underside of my faucet. Why are we down here? Well, who would like to, or who of you would like to pretell what events have led us to the these dreary underscapes?
Wyatt, we told you not to shave your pubes down the faucet. Now look what happened. Now we gotta
No.
go down here and fix it.
This is why
We
I
should-
shave my pubes at the sink, you know?
We should have
Yeah.
hired a plumber.
I mean, with how many times I've shocked myself, I'm basically a plumber.
Not how it works. Well,
Well,
Yeah, I think I can
oh,
do
thank you.
literally every inch of plumbing in my house. So,
Well,
someone do the fucking recap.
Okay,
well,
well,
Sengoku's been
Shut the
fucking
hell up.
trying.
Like,
No.
how you know how to do plumbing. God damn. So we were on the road, where you met up with Akamian, and we made our way down, into what was, kind of like a dreamscape with a lot of lit up lilies and strange glowing orbs. We did battle with a series of, ferocious, grasshopper-like creatures, along with a tentacle orb. And yeah, we made our way through and found ourselves with the Shadow Bandits kind of camp, where they were camping out at a ruin. My character Kamian successfully swayed the guards, and they were going to take us to their leader. And then unfortunately, Mirren and the hell's his name? Mirren
Septimus.
Septimus.
Yeah, Septimus. Yeah, they decided to molest a dog.
God.
And,
no, we just were talking to him very fangirl and fanboy, and we were trying to not make sure that it didn't get killed in the ensuing fight, but there didn't end up being a fight, and
there was
just
a
talking
fight.
to the dog made him alarmed and started a fight.
yeah,
And
that,
it was all my fault.
that entire paragraph could be summarized as molested a dog.
Well, we're not saying anything happened. We're saying that there was good intent that is verifiable in court.
Lots of molestation
Wow.
starts with good intent.
What? No, I don't think that's
I
true.
don't like
That's only
where this
half,
has
right?
gone.
No.
I mean, you guys would know. That's all. I'm
Yeah, the
saying.
dog blew its whistle. The fight
Mhm.
started. One of the guards died, and the other one, dejected, has led us through. And in our great victory, here we are.
Woohoo!
Nailed it.
Okay. Underneath the archway, a stone staircase descends into the belly of the ruins below. Steps have been eroded by time. The walls are slick with rainwater and moss. The air is eerily still, and you hear nothing but the sound of your echoing footsteps and the occasional drip water. After a few moments of darkness, the passageways open out into a ruined atrium that you see now, illuminated by moonlight cascading through the broken ceiling. Much of the original stonework remains. The purple spiral carving and golden inlay suggests that this ruin was once the grand domain of long-forgotten aristocrats. Would anyone like to make an academics roll?
I would love to.
I will.
Okay, boom, and boom.
I will use my Whoops. Can you send me that again, please?
Send you what again? Oh, the roll?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure.
Just roll it.
We got one success.
It seems like if you close out of your actions, it also removes the roll request.
Ah, I see.
Good to know.
Awesome. Both of you know this, as Velnoma and Septimus have been taught that the old world... most everyone knows about the Cataclysm, known as the Shattering, but the two of you know in particular that throughout Mithras, pre-Shattering society was ruled by magical aristocracy.
Yeah, that stuff.
Didn't know if you wanted to
Alright,
tell
so
your friends
we're
about
rocking
that.
there.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, that was us telling our friends.
Ah, there you go. Fair enough.
What do you want me to fucking repeat it?
No,
yes,
no.
Hey, you know, Velnoma, come here. No, this is like the magical
are you
aristocracy
also-
thing, right?
Yeah, are you wondering about the wonders of the societal hierarchies of the old world?
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, you know, this place might be magical. You know, it looks like this was, you know, pre-shattering magical aristocracy. Hey guys, come here. I got some important lessons to tell you. I know we're on an important
Story
mission, but
time!
I love a little lecture on the history of our world.
yeah. So everybody knows about the shattering. So before the shattering, there was these magical societies. There's a lot of shit that went on before society, but this seems to be a ruin that was some kind of like a law hall.
So
Yes.
what is this? What is this, Mythos 101? We all know that.
Yes, do not tell
You
me
knew
what the
about the-
vines have already spoken about.
But not everyone knew that the world before actually had magical aristocracy.
Well, I'm just bloviating. Alright. Fancy building?
Can I look over the room and see if there's any like magical traps? I guess.
Sure. If you can give me, please, give me a perception check at normal.
Hey.
You see that there is nothing on the ground that calls for concern. As you feel over the grasses, it feels that if there was any traps, they either had been sprung long ago, or the bandits had not laid any, thinking that no one would get this into this area.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm going to say right off the bat is I think we've all noticed that thrumming purple coming from one of these corridors. And then there's another one. So, there's even like a plank. You're not telling me that's part of the ruin. Somebody put that there. I imagine if we just proceed down the purple corridor, we'll find some people.
This is some
But look how
excellent logic.
dense Look how dense the foliage gets around the other door.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Seems
Yeah.
like a high
dandelions.
concentration of magic.
Plants are trying to tell us something.
I
Amy,
think
what
they're
are they
trying to
telling
say
you?
not a lot of people pass that way. And as we are here to retrieve the special artifact for the celebration that the bandits took, we should probably go where the bandits are. I mean, if you want to search this place for magic instead, I suppose.
I mean, it is a treasure trove of pre-shattering treasure.
Oh. If the others
Treasure,
haven't
Bell.
taken it.
I'll
I
trust
know.
him. What
I just want to
Amy
peek into that room. That's what I want to do.
I want to go where the plants lead.
Believe in the wisdom of the plants.
Mm-hmm.
I have regrets about my choice, but I'm not taking it back. I'm peeking into the blue room.
You must have to choose one. Which of the doorways you guys go through?
We can't peek in. We can't give it like a once over, like, what's going on in there?
You said you're curious. All right, we're going blue. Come on.
Yep, I choose
Oh,
blue.
hey,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yep,
I'm-
I'm
One
following
moment,
subdued
I'm-
behind.
I'm
No
just
one liked
having
purple.
to read is all. So you're looking into.
That felt personal.
Are you looking through the purple room, is what you said, or were you dipping your head into the blue room?
I'm
Blue.
peeking into the blue room.
Okay, that's what I had to find out. Cool. As you so you choose the blue path. You look inside. You're looking inside. Don't worry, you haven't chosen anything.
Okay. Huh?
So
It
how
is.
it's written down in this is that a direction is chosen. That does not mean that you're choosing it.
Okay.
I'm reading that out for people who are following along and watching. You are choosing, but I'm also at the same time showing anybody who's wanting to do this that you can click different directions, and so we'll just have to go with that. So what you
Okay.
see on initial look is the room that you see now in front of you.
And what do the plants say?
Yeah, there's a lot of moss covering these like little cubbies, I guess.
Yeah,
Plants
committee,
say
what
that
do the
there's-
plants say?
There's more to this room than meets the eye.
What
I
do
mean,
they
that's
tell
obvious.
us? Age is gone.
There seems to be a seam in the center door.
Yeah. I did.
You see a seam in the center door. I see a seam of light past these three in that pillar. See a little faint glow of light.
All the pillars
Well,
are
yeah.
glowing in
Oh
here.
yeah, well, what's in those pillars?
Ooh,
It's magic.
I think it's like some kind of slime.
Possibly arcane circuits.
You are trying to, as you're looking through the room, I'll give you the basic rundown. The path opens into a spacious circular room. Though a portion of the roof has caved in, the original stone walls are largely still intact, and have been overtaken by moss that dominates the underground area. You can hear the gentle dripping of water cascading from the ceiling and see crumbling stones scattered across the floor. Otherwise, the room seems as empty. So you're, what exactly are you trying to do here? Are you trying to check and investigate the stones, or were you checking the seam that's in between the moss? What are you guys trying to do?
Let's decide if we're going into the room first.
That
Like
is very
upon
important.
like taking a peek into the room, have we decided we want to go this direction?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
empty. Come on.
Okay.
Listen, I'm interested. Like the others have stated, I want to check out the seam in that center archway.
Who would
Yeah.
like to make me a perception check as the group you choose to go into this area?
I could
How
do
many
one.
of us can make it?
I'll
Okay,
give it a
Can
try.
Both of you? Okay. What's up?
Okay.
What's
I'll
up,
do it.
Septimus?
I'll-
You're doing it as well? Okay.
Yeah, I'm very suspicious, so I'm looking around.
Right. Up,
Ooh.
bugger.
Fuck! Oh wait, no, that wasn't me.
There's me. Oh, oh, oh.
That's me. That's.
It's awfully disappointing.
I'm looking at.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm looking at the seam, but I'm actually just looking at 2 bricks that lined up really nice, and I'm like,
I'm just eating moss.
uh,
The 3 of you take a gander, and you think you heard something, but it must have been your imagination.
must have been the wind. Arrow sticking out of my neck. Well, can I like run my hand along the crease?
Yeah, you can definitely do so. You can feel over and you feel the crease with your palm.
I want to use like the tips of my fingers and see if there's any like give at all when I like tug a little bit on each of the stones.
None at all.
I'd like to scrape up a good deal of moss in case I get peckish later.
You gather some mossy lessons for consumption later.
I've got a bulging pocket full of moss.
Would either of the other 2 of you want to attempt a perception check, or would we like to try to
no.
figure another thing?
I want to see what's glowing in the pillars.
Over there on the right-hand side?
The right and left, yeah.
Golden
Whichever one.
illumination. It has no value other than visual. As you know, aristocracy would construct these golden strips and elate them with illuminative hue, simply for ahs and gaws from the local folk.
It's not like hollowed in there or anything, just
No.
damn.
You feel it, and it definitely feels metallic, but gives off the radiance of shimmering light gold.
Is it an inlay I could take if it's valuable?
What is your obsession with these pillars?
They shine. It could be valuable.
He's a greedy boy.
The
Well,
entire world
well.
shines with bioluminescence. I don't
Kind of
think
like
this
a
is.
perpetual day.
This isn't bioluminescent. This is
Yeah,
man-made.
it's magic, but I mean,
A craftsman could find a lot of value out of it.
I mean,
suppose.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's pretty common. I don't think you would get much money out of it.
I'm more interested.
Ruins like
in,
these are all over the world. Sorry, what are you taking? I came in.
I'm more interested in what may lay beyond this room.
Well, we haven't noticed
Yeah,
anything, so unless your eyes see better than ours.
I'd like to approach the center archway.
Okay. You do
And
so.
I'm gonna be softly playing on my flute as I approach it,
He's so
much
listening.
like an Alibaba, approaching the doorway.
Okay. Give me a charm check, please.
Sure.
Are you trying to charm this door? Oh my god. It's the fucking episode of Futurama where Bender's like, shh, it doesn't know it's wood.
Please just roll me a charm check, please.
Yeah, every time I go to use this thing, I always forget how to do it. Now I found how to
You're
do
good.
it.
Oh, okay. All right. Epic
Charm the
success.
shit out of that.
You do not have anything with the door effect, but quickly you feel something make its way up your leg and is nuzzling against your neck as you play your instrument, as a wee little karma cat of the grasslands is nuzzling your neck listening to your beautiful tune.
Ah, yes, just as I predicted. I could sense this cat was near.
As it
Little cat,
lightly mews
little
at you.
little cat,
Oh.
please show us the way as I continue to play my flute.
You play the flute. Uh, it simply listens and loves the melodic notes that you provide.
Fair.
All right. How sure are we that this is a door?
Not
Not
very,
at all.
but
Well, I want to ignite my right hand and freeze my left, form the spear, and kind of jab at the center little crease. See if I can get any leeway in there.
You attempt to do so. You don't seem to have any give or take from this wall. It does not seem to react efficiently to your type of magic here that you're attempting to use.
Well, that's not
All
gonna
right.
work.
I
I
guess
think we sated our curiosity in this room quite a bit. Do you guys want to go where the purple ominous light's glowing?
That's probably a
I
good
mean-
way to go. I do want to come back here though.
All right, we can keep banging on stones another time.
Is there
I
anything
wanna-
done to the karma cat or for it?
I'll give it some moss.
Yeah, I'll give it a little rub and see if it will follow.
Given the epic nature of your role, this creature already seems to have taken 100 of you, and seems to kind of find comfort with your group. As unlike the timber wolf that only respects Vel and stands very close to him, this karma cat accepts any kindness from the group of you. As to quote she seems to be a perfect judge of character.
I'll feed it a little morsel.
It accepts it, gnarling and eating the moss and the meaty treats and whatnot that you provide it. As it gives off an adorable tiny mew.
See, there's a little lesson on how to approach new creatures, friends.
I drop my
I
eyes to
will
the ground.
murder you.
What's up?
Can I at least last time at least just place my ear and my body to each of the doors, seeing if there is a draft behind it?
You do, ever so slightly, get the sensation that there is air that exists on the other side of this wall as you feel the ebb and flow of magic.
Something is behind the door. Just don't know what it is. Can I heal the
We
door?
don't know how to open it either. No.
You go to heal the door. The moss looks slightly more spry than it did before.
Amazing. Then can I investigate?
Sure. Go ahead. You can tell that there is enchantment present in this room, but it feels dull, as though it needs charge to be able to accomplish its desired goal.
Needs charged. We need to power up the door. somehow. I don't know how we're gonna do it.
Oh. Hmm.
I mean, you didn't respond to my spear or your healing magic. It only leads to the Gravomancers.
All right. I won't make you big. Let me look at what I can do. What I can do. I see. I'll use my pulsar. Everybody stand back. I'm gonna go Nova on this thing.
Okay. Go ahead and cast it.
All right.
The rest of us go stand in the other room.
Yeah. When I said get back, I meant it. This is a bit of an area of effect kind of thing. I'm not seeing how to roll for it.
Because you just do it.
It's a
As
combat
you,
thing.
Yeah, it's a combat-focused one. As you let loose a torrent of violence directly at this area, as you all see a fragment of the sun dispel flame over the area, as the grasses no longer look as green, and it seems to be a flame. But then the flames give way and loose, and the moss grows back, and so do the flowers.
Maybe.
Maybe the plant life is sucking up whatever it needs for charge.
Maybe. Before the shattering, it was mostly one big society. All magics were more tightly interweaved. Maybe we all need to hit it.
Everyone
Alright.
hit it all at once with some magic.
I mean, you can. At the same time, I will let you know this may not be working the way that you are intending. But you are
Yeah.
free to continue doing this.
I can't
One
hear
of
you.
my-
I'm not a cleric. I summoned the spear.
I'm going to stay out of the room while they viciously attack the plant life.
I like that his reasoning is I'm not a cleric. I can't hear God and ignores the GM.
There's the sad thing is that I'm better than any god. I'm their arbiter.
Yeah.
You proceed to bombard this door and the active vegetation as the flora with each of your strikes eventually return to the area, though less and less, as you find more and more of the lichens and the blooming grasses cease to return as they dissipate after every few blasts.
All right. So we're either doing real good or real bad.
Before we
The
totally
Karma
deplete
Cat
whatever's
is
going on.
in total fear of what's happening in the other room.
Yeah.
All right, let's just hold on. Sip, let's just take a step back. You're a smart guy. What is there a pattern to the growth? Are they centered on any areas? Any magical veins? If I lift up a stone, do I see anything? You know, I only see the flowers in a couple spots, and the moss grows all higgledy-piggledy with the swirls. Maybe there's meaning.
Do I notice a specific pattern?
No. Well, sort of. You see the places where you strike continuously, almost as though you are wiping it clean from existence, destroying its space within this room.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if the grass is a good thing or a bad thing, so I can't fully.
I think it's a side effect.
It-
I think maybe it's parasitizing some of the power. So maybe you're doing the right thing. I don't know. Just
Are
seems slapdash.
there any runes on the door anywhere or the inner lining?
Nay, there are not.
And we know that there is a weak enchantment over the entire room.
Yes.
And what conventionally would be the source of an enchantment, if not kind of transcribed in runes? Would there be some central apparatus?
I
Well-
mean, there could be a lot of things.
Yes, unfortunately, no one in this group is a sage, so you would not know the core answer to that other than finding it.
Oh, Dan. I'm just going to be turning over stones since you don't need me to keep blasting moss. And I'm just going to kind of be like, all the heavy shit, I'm just picking it up and kind of pushing it to one side.
I would have asked the vegetation for the answer, but you seem to have destroyed most of it.
I'm sorry,
I will-
Sensei.
It's all still here.
I will comfort the karma cat. Who
It
seems to
accepts
be
the
afraid.
comfort as this is scary.
Yeah, I can feel the timber wolf rolling his eyes at my comforting the cat, but I ignore it.
It's good. It's good that you ignore that dog's suffering. I'm kidding. As we continue, I'm joking. No, yeah, you're able to provide a semblance of comfort for this this wee little plant kitty. As I will just go ahead and let you know, Hazel. The more you dig around the rocks, the less you feel that the answer is here.
I think, alright, I do think this is a waste of time. Maybe we find something else in another room.
Okay.
That
I
could
can't
be-
figure it out anyways.
Once we're done with the bandits, we're coming back here, figuring this out. Even if it means blasting the door open.
There's always a lad.
You know, I can do that. Alright. To the purple door. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun,
Is that where
dun-dun.
everyone goes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Mirren.
Sure.
Okay. The right-hand passage slopes gently towards a small room. The door appears to have been barricaded. Light purple shines out from between the wooden slates.
Can we peek through the wooden slates?
Yeah, you can. As, you can either give me, who would like to give me either a nature or academics check?
I can do a nature
I
check.
can do academics.
Okay, I'll give,
We'll do both.
yeah, there we go. So we'll give Mirren the nature, and we'll give Septimus the academics.
That's
Ooh.
good.
Hey! As you begin moving towards the glowing, ominous light, when it comes to Septimus, this purple light shining through is unusually bright. Then it is by the eyes of Mirren that you remember the sweltering light of the blooming prowlers, the large tentacled, pulsating beamed creature it emitted a deep purple light.
Ooh, I explain this to my companions, and I'm wary now.
Does that also fall in line with the scratch marks on the floor there as well?
You know, those don't look good. But this seems to be the only other way.
I mean, we can try and quietly move all these things, or we could go in loud. Regardless, there's
doubt-
likely to not be anything good on the other side.
How do you
I
suggest
don't
we
think.
quietly take down boards?
Yeah, it doesn't seem feasible. I say,
I mean, it. Oh, they are nailed. I can see a couple now.
Acamian, you and I, we can go in big, blow out this lumber real quick. You others, you come in, you swoop into the room, you cover us as we regain composure, and we act. Big, hot, fast,
I'm gonna run with a
powerful.
spear.
You know, I believe in all your powers and absolutely blowing the shit out of that wood. Giggity.
We got
Giggity
this.
indeed. So Hazel, you're doing so. Acamian, are you with Hazel on this?
I don't particularly love the plan. I'm more one for subtlety, but I don't see another way around this.
Big, hot, fast, power.
They both Oogaba.
Big, hot, fast.
Booga booga.
Both of you succeed. One of you succeeds more than the other. Okay. As the two of you begin to break away, go ahead. Breaking and pulling with sheer might, we see just the pure strength of Hazel as she's able to just pull full boards. Meanwhile, we see the equally capable Acamian able to, bend and pull some of them, but not at the speed she can provide, as the crew of you look upon what look to be pulsating purple eggs as the barricade breaks away, revealing a ransacked storeroom with crates. Among the debris, you see glowing stone. Surrounded by said glowing eggs, a number of smooth black ovals hover in the air as a short, jumpy tune pulsates in the background.
Doom, 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 doom.
If only something could silence that infernal racket.
You know, I don't know what that
Very
racket is,
happy.
but I quite like it. Trying to catch it.
I look at the eggs. I look at everybody else. Do I throw the spear? Do I want to just throw it at all of them together?
I mean, maybe should we just go in there and figure out what the hell this is? I mean, I don't think it's anything good.
They
There's
definitely
a
look like
high
baby ground.
chance.
All right?
That's
I
correct.
trust your judgment on this.
I don't know if that's wise, but I mean,
What
we
do we wanna
could
do?
collect the eggs.
And what would that accomplish?
Then we'd have eggs.
I don't think
That's
these are the
good one.
kind that you scramble and eat.
No, but we could sell them. We could raise them.
Who wants to buy this kind of egg?
Raise the tentacle beasts to be good.
Are you
What does
implying that
Ember
all
think about all
tentacle
this?
beasts are evil?
I don't know that I've ever seen a trained prowler. They're pretty instinct driven.
Well, you're messing with my mind right now. Ah,
You can talk to the plants and animals, right? Why don't you give her a chat? See if those eggs are our friends.
you
Me?
can talk to eggs,
Ask some of the
Acamian?
moss around the room.
Yeah,
Re-
the last time I spoke to nature, it didn't go smoothly.
I was talking to a Camian.
I sense
The
that we
apparent
could
expert.
harness the power of these eggs.
What if they're what's
Hmm.
siphoning the energy for the door in the other room.
Maybe.
Huh?
I sense leaving them intact would probably not be a good idea.
That is a fair point.
Do you sense that? You don't take me as a person who senses much.
I don't think you sense anything but your own bullshit, good sir.
Go ahead, Acadian.
Because
Go
anytime
go
you
collect the
sense
eggs.
something, I've been. Okay.
What is
Acadian?
what is that central pod thing?
It's an egg.
You're not sure. It doesn't look like an egg. You see that it looks like some form of like a stone that lightly glows ever so slightly.
I think it's a Rorschach test because what I see kind of like a lizard's head and snarling mouth, and then there's just no eyes.
Would me or Vel know what this was based off of our knowledge of pre-shattered ruins?
You can take a guess because you did pass that check before. If this is what you believe it is, the two of you can assume it might be a keystone. Keystones are known for being able to unlock unlockable pathways.
I'm gonna tap Vel on the shoulder. Do you think? I'm gonna point at the stone to him. Do you think that might be a what were those fucking things called?
The Prowlers? I mean, it looks like it.
The floating stone, dumbass.
Oh. You said the stone in the mid. You like the stone above the eggs. It looks like one. No. What do you
I think we need that stone to open the door.
All right. Well, any bright ideas?
Well, we're not gonna get anything from out here.
You just want to go in?
If no one stops me, I'm stepping in. I'm gonna see what else is in the room.
I'll follow
Just
you.
give it a little peeky poo.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask earlier. How is Timber reacting to all this?
Very concerned. As Timber, he kind of has like a little he walks behind you and slowly comes to your side, but his eyes are darting everywhere. As he begins to growl. As you see Karma Kitty, she is hiding as best she can. As you all hear, as you those of you, even those who step forward a bit, you find a familiar screech echoes out from the room as we are engaged as 4 prowlers make their way.
Well,
They're polyamorous.
They are
it's a throuple!
Figure.
A quintuple!
Quintuple.
Quadruple.
It's a quadruple! It's a quadruple!
There also
I'll
might
teach
be
you
more
about
if these
They're
things
playing
break.
Quibble in here!
What'd you say? What?
Alright.
I said,
He said there also might be more.
there also might be more.
You
Watch
know.
out for them eggs.
I definitely was asking you. What'd you say?
I said there might be more if these eggs. I was saying exactly what she was saying.
Yeah.
Look at these sconces. Don't they look interactable?
Not particularly.
What sconces?
Oh, if you look at the very bottom and the very top.
Oh.
I'm first. Heck yeah! up. And I'm too far for any of that, so I'll just move. Like, oh, you can't double move in this. I'll move over here, protect the wolf. Alright, and I guess I'll end my turn. Since I don't have range. Oh, I can't end my turn. So I'll just attack the wall. Waste really good work.
So let me just. So you guys don't have a 3-pointed arrow upward that ends your turn?
No.
I didn't see one.
Lame. Okay,
But I
that's
did
definitely
get
something they
shield
need to add.
I mean, she did just get shields. So.
That is fair.
That's a
Okay,
good-
she
yeah.
did get something. Okay.
I
Maybe we
thought I
should-
had to attack something to get shields, but apparently not.
Well, you do. The wall
Apparently you
counts.
just need to. You attacked the wall. You successfully attacked the wall.
I hit the sconce. I wasn't sure if it was interactable.
Made its attempt and is not able to get to Hazel as it comes to Mirren's turn. As the little kitty with 1 HP is hiding behind you guys. As you lay down an epic strike. Does your magic look a certain way?
Sky.
It I
Glows.
didn't notice. Yeah, it always glows.
Roleplay,
Doesn't it?
motherfucker!
Add some flavor to it.
Oh,
As opposed to a matte spell, just like a flat color.
Yeah.
Avoids everyone, hits me.
Oh yeah, exactly. It's trying to hit the most number of people as possible. I'm trying to keep it fair. Okay, it's gonna
Me and
strike right forward. It's gonna make a forward strike. And it doesn't
Or
do
is it-
shit.
Bitches!
it better not kill our cat.
Trust me, I'm rooting for the cat.
run away. Fall back, kitty cat.
Meow.
Meow.
He once again, he takes the spear that he was holding onto from outside the room, and he just fucking yeets it! Wrapping it in flame. Fuck
Waiting
you!
for the failure.
Oh,
Hey!
He finally hit
He didn't fail! Woo! Fuck you!
Nice.
oh!
Yeah, he's got an arm on him.
That's a lot of damage for a 1.
Right?
Yeah.
That's my base damage.
Oh my god.
As it snarls and jets forth one of its Icarus tentacles as it gets an epic strike. Beams blast over you as Mirren takes a horrific slowing effect.
It gummed up my ankles.
Oh, that's it. Curses.
Yeah, we've got big
There was
range.
the yeet!
Yeah, it's very, very tiny.
I mean, it is just a spear.
That sucks.
No!
Oh,
No!
As he
Slip
renders
over a
forth
book.
his spear to strike it, the creature wraps its tendrils around the spear and juts it, trying to rip it from your hands, but you're just barely able to pull it back. As the other one to the bottom is gonna try and bite her. It's gonna try to pull her into its mouth, but it
Oh, no.
fails.
Ooh.
I mean, in fairness, if it grabs a spear, it's not real. It's just force.
Somebody get the fucking cat out of here.
A cat will move on its own turn.
Yes.
It's a melee attack. Oh, wait, what?
All right.
I wasn't right. I wasn't right there.
Oh, you can double move. Oh, no, you can't.
Hey!
Ooh.
As a golden beam of radiant light is able to strike not the one in front, but the one in back as well.
Does it also glow?
You know, it's kind of like a shower.
No, kitty. No.
It's trying to stay close to the ones that'll keep it safe.
No.
That's a bad choice then.
Oh,
Kill the one that's about to shoot me.
Okay, Vel, what do you want your Timberwolf to do? Do you want to give it a command, or do you want it to act on its own?
Gang up on the one up there with everyone else.
Oh, is it still counted as an enemy?
Ah, yeah.
Why isn't it counted as an ally? Edit.
Interesting.
It should be counted as an ally. It says enemy.
Oh,
That's weird.
Yeah.
Attempt to reconnect you to server.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Uh-oh.
dear.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
my
shit.
internet's back.
Other than
So there is a server. There is no reason my internet should tank.
What?
So what you're saying
fuck?
is that Wyatt's computer is stealing abilities from your computer. It's stealing bandwidth.
Maybe, I don't know. That seems so weird.
It signed me out of my account. What the fuck?
Oh.
I know
That is-
computers. That sounds right.
Wyatt, the bandwidth chromosome order.
No, my Wi-Fi is doing just fine. It's even an excellent connection right now.
Yeah. I wonder if Steam just had an oopsie.
You know what would be another great addition to this game?
What's up?
If there was like some kind of like token or way to tell what status is you inflicted on each enemy.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
there is.
Yeah, there is.
You can see the statuses that have been inflicted on the enemies.
Well, you can see the status that was inflicted on me.
Yeah, look, it's just slow right above her.
Yeah, but I inflicted slow and vulnerable on the prowler in front of the wolf.
Evidently not.
I sure did.
I'm gonna restart Fablecraft.
Or maybe it didn't roll for some reason. Let me look at the game log. Oh, okay, I see how that works now. To get the slow, I need to roll 2 successes, and to get the vulnerable, I need to roll 3.
Oh,
Oh.
damn. Okay, that's a lot of requirements.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean,
everything
vulnerable
loaded back
is kind of busted.
in. Okay, is everybody loaded back in?
None
Yeah,
of us
you-
are.
Okay, why is the Timberwolf not converting to being an ally?
Maybe because we're in combat.
But it should. I was able to pull the token. Even the Karma Cat is saying enemy for some reason.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Maybe they aren't bonded enough with us to fight with us yet. We really gotta take them through the ropes. They gotta be with us for a while. We gotta feed them. It's been like an hour since we blew that guy up. I say we, I mean me.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that jank.
Mirren is still blaming herself for what went down, but I mean, technically, it was all your fault.
How about we just stop throwing blame around and accept that we have the dog?
I think we can all agree it's at least one of your faults.
I'm gonna murder you, Akemi.
Like to see you try.
Oh, I'm gonna murder.
Well, then why does the book allow you to have it as a companion if it isn't your companion? I don't understand.
Did you remove it?
I just removed it from the mat. Yeah, I just removed it because it's.
Ooh! Yeah,
Oh, red flesh, gravity. Oh, that wasn't as much
Ooh.
as I.
Sorry about that.
Next turn I do damage again, so nobody stand near me. All right, I'm done.
Oh, okay, good. Not as bad as it could have been.
That's kind of scary.
Damn.
As it lets loose a blast that slows you further, reducing your movements.
Well, I'm going to, since Hazel is primely positioned,
You got it.
I cast Wellspring of Light.
Yay!
Nice!
Damn. Oh
Thanks,
shit, what do I
man.
do now?
Basically turned her into a radiant bomb.
I mean, I don't really have much else to do. Who is that guy? I touch him with my cold hand. No, I don't. I go to touch him with my cold hand, and I fall through the tentacles. I'm like, ah, shit.
The wolf wonders why you keep. I can't say that.
The wolf wanders. That's what the wolf does. It wanders.
As he goes to attack it, and I see all the eggs, and I just say, "Stay back for now."
The hound, the Timberwolf listens to you and respects your command.
Yeah, maybe you told him to protect the cat.
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh, oh.
Crunchy.
Oh, it's big.
Bites deep into you as it's trying to pull you into its pulsating mouth.
Ew.
It's gonna void you.
hit him with the upchuck. The fuck.
I am the bomb.
Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah, and then both me. Wow.
As it
Oh.
barely survives your radiant pulsaric explosion.
Hey, Karma Cat, you should also get out of here.
Ah!
Oh yeah, stay close to me, Mirren.
My turn. Take
Nice.
damage. I guess I'm just gonna hit you. Please die.
Eh.
Yeah!
And I will attempt to suck the life out of this last creature to heal myself.
You efficiently do so.
Great job
As-
sucking it off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Great work,
The
team.
board.
It's what I'm good at.
Eggs.
Sucking and blowing. You know, radiant light.
Oh no. My pulsar didn't go off.
That's alright. We have meditation now. Alright, we in the room with the eggs.
All right. You are able to. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, nah. I'll
No,
wait.
go ahead, buddy. What's up?
Kind of wish that after combat ends, any effect you had that was gonna end would proc. Because that was supposed to heal anyone adjacent to me 6 HP.
No, I can just do that. Here.
Yeah, I was the complaint that it should be a game mechanic.
I mean, technically, we could have just played out the combat a bit longer.
That's exactly what could have been done. I ended it not knowing that that's what you were planning on doing.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's not the game. That's me thinking that everybody was done.
Okay.
So I went ahead and gave everybody 6 HP that they would have gotten from that choice. Wait,
Nice.
why didn't Val? Would you receive that HP as you well?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's just adjacent
Got it.
allies.
But I was next to him, and I could have just healed him.
Okay.
All right.
The end of
Well,
combat patch-up.
We now have a bit of context that we didn't have before. I'm starting to think that there was a barricade to keep those things in instead of us out. So I guess we kind of helped out these bandits.
Can I grab the keystone?
As you go up to it, you are able to heft up and lift this this stone in the centerpiece. As it glows as your hand touches it, a soft blue. Around you, you guys are also able to see what looks to be a few different crates with crests upon it. The crest of Critters and Curiosities Emporium.
see.
So these eggs belong to someone.
No,
Probably not.
necessarily. Or maybe they did. You don't know. It could be.
I have a request. Because I noticed it when we were in combat. I want to check out the bookcase on the left side of the room.
Okay, yeah, you're able to find a small book. Book titled, the most noticeable thing is The Known Constellations of the Long Meadows by Basil Bristlecone.
Is that all I find? Because I'm just saying, it looked like there were footprints going into that bookcase.
You can definitely look over there, and you notice that the footprints, they definitely lead towards the bookcase, but they do not divulge any greater bits of information. But you are free to take as many books as you want to. That's just the only one that, like, directly correlates to events that are currently going on.
Oh no, I'm taking that one. Is there a way to add it to my inventory? Yes. It was called Gnomish.
It's
No.
called Known Constellations of Long Meadows by Basil Bristlecone.
I'd like to look at these crates, if I could.
Yeah, you check over the crate, and you definitely see that it has some oddities, or at least had oddities within. You're sure that if you bring this crate to the right person and what remains with inside, you're sure you could get repaid handsomely.
Well, I say we collect these crates. I mean, I'm sure the owner would reward us handsomely.
That's a lot of stuff to lug all the way back.
You got a couple muscle-bound folk to help you out with it?
We also need to figure out where these bandits are and get that keystone back as well.
As you say that, you also notice 2 unbroken bottles of dandy wine, a rich yellow wine made from fermented dandelion heads.
Taking it.
Well, that's got to come with us. Can I grab a couple of boards, trinkets, odds and ends, and see if I can kind of quick fashion a wagon using my tinker ability?
Sure, give me a difficult check because there's not a lot here to build a full wagon.
At best, a sled.
I mean, there's like bookshelves, and there's, Yeah, okay.
Yeah. How hard it is to make wheels?
A sled could make more sense than a proper, like, full wheels and everything.
Yeah, you can make wheels out of bookshelves.
Oh, so close.
There's being an inventor, and then there's trying to fashion wheels, and it's just not working for you.
I mean, I have the tools. I can shed, like, a thing of it, like, the side of a fucking bookshelf into a circle. I'm not an idiot.
You have the time for that?
What else are we doing right now? We can't. How many crates are there? Realistically, could we all get every? Oh, you said there were crates plural.
There were crates plural with 1 intact.
Oh. Okay.
1 crate emblazoned with the Critters and Curiosities Emporium.
Mom, Dad, stop fighting.
I'm bigger than your dad.
Anyway, what were you saying, Phoenix?
Nothing.
All right.
I will carry the crate if you're going to get all uppity about it.
I was clearly out of character. Fuck you, first off.
Oh, you're such a saint that came in.
I'll scoop
I regret
up the
nothing
cat.
about yesterday, Phoenix.
I'll scoop up the cat and give it some pets and see if it wants to tuck into my satchel. For safety, because these are scary ruins.
Get in the bag.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm looking at Timber. Just
you and animals.
Well, that's why I said to see if it wants to. I'm not shoving it.
Does it want to?
Pick up the bag and pick up the cat and shove it in a bag.
I don't shove it in the bag.
Yeah, kidnapping over here.
No, I pet the cat.
Okay. See, you didn't say those words.
No, I did. Yes. I said I scoop up the cat and I comfort it, and I see. Okay, well, I see if it.
I'm cracking. Okay. Yes, I was making light of terrible previous decisions, but yes, the cat does not fight it.
Decisions.
Decisions is what he said.
Yeah.
Like it was not goddamn random fate that we ended up being branded as dog molesters.
Right.
I heard I'm gonna lure the cat into the bag with Jello pudding.
Of course.
I throw a spear and it came in. No.
There's gonna be a courthouse wait.
The karma cat happily joins with as you give nurture and let it comfortably sit within your carrying bag.
Yeah, it can hop out at any time. It just was offering it a place to travel.
It will not fight the ability to not have to walk.
Alright, Camion, you want one of those eggs?
I mean, I do, but I don't. I can't really carry it with this this crate.
What's the small? Can I take the smallest looking egg?
Sure, the smallest egg is about the size of your head.
That's not hard to carry. That's like under an arm.
And then you feel an undulating pulsation of life.
Ugh.
I see like the tentacles around it. Are the tentacles kind of like feeding it almost?
No, as you pull it away from the tendrils, those are, as you feel, they are there to secure it in place as you take it into your hand and the sphere begins to move about. Not sphere, I'm sorry,
Ew.
oval begins to move as though the living life within constantly pursues the effort to spill forth and let loose its very self upon the world.
Nope. You gotta wait. I'm wondering if we should smash the rest.
I'm tempted, but
Seems like the right thing to do. Because honestly, we saw what one of those things was doing out there.
it would
God
be
knows.
against the natural order.
What do you think I came in? You know about, like, the cycle of life. And I know Mirin does too, but Mirin doesn't talk to things like you do.
The spear suddenly appears and then disappears real
Wow.
quick. Just
All life searches to continue. I think that it's best that we leave these eggs. They cannot harm us where we go.
I understand, my guru.
It's not us I'm worried about, though. I'm worried about the rest. Because they're not common around here.
I mean, they're uncommon, but they do have nest in places. You know, Val, this might be a good study to go into at some point to see if these prowlers are nesting up in just ruins all over the place, waiting to be uncovered. Might be why they're so rare.
Yes. Would you kill puppies to avoid the wolf?
Do you say that while looking at the wolf?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean,
I'm
would
defending
you kill...
the wolf. You're the one. I'm using it as an example. I wouldn't kill a puppy to avoid a wolf. I've got the wolf's back, if anything.
Regardless, let's head on out of here. Don't want to be in here anymore.
Aye, aye.
It's creepy.
Oi, oi, oi!
Oi, oi, oi! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
As the where do you guys go into the other room?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We're gonna try that keystone.
Okay.
I got the keystone and I put it up against the door.
Okay. You make your way inside. You go up to the door. As you begin to see, as it enters, the blue light emanates. You notice the trail of these making a key variety of, like, courses and lines. Both of our long striders,
It's constellations.
not just that, starting with Mirin and Septimus, when did you learn? And what was the lesson taught? When did you learn about the Snake, Ox, and Raven constellation?
It was... Oh, fuck. That was so long ago. We learned about it,
What?
we learned about
We
it.
did, yeah.
Last session.
Yeah, it was so long ago.
We learned about it on a note.
Earlier this night.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
did learn about it on a note.
Yeah.
Mirin
Many
knew
there was
about
a-
this long before as well.
Yes. Yes, I believe I was taught this by my father when I was 10. We were out in the meadow and he, was teaching me as long strider parents do, and yeah, it was one of the things that he taught me.
My family's a freak in the Long Strider community. I probably know some of the constellations, but not all of them anymore. But I got this book.
And Oh, I was just going to ask what my knowledge, from my knowledge I can infer from,
You look at this and you feel that the logic here is that it has something to do with these constellations in relation to how they are, how they operate.
Did you already tell us about this, or can we get a refresher on what I learned about these
You
constellations?
remember from the note, snake, ox, raven.
Also,
And that
if
was
you
just
think
a direction, right? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Was it now?
a snake crawls on the ground very low. An ox is suspended on 4 legs a bit higher up, but a raven flies high in the sky. Maybe that's juxtaposition for maybe like the order of things and all that. I don't know. I can't really pass out these constellations.
Well, which
Can I-
one? Which one is the raven?
None of those really look like the raven.
I see the snake. That one is clear to me.
I see a 6, a C.
So what
I see
do
the
I
big
know
headlight.
about this?
You know that the stars guide your way.
I touch the keystone to the snake constellation.
Hang on, does this look more like a map almost?
Does it?
Yeah.
Star map.
I mean,
You press the keynote and it doesn't seem to immediately do anything with the keystone itself. It seems simply by the keystone's presence this light has come about.
touch it with my hand.
You feel the course of energy as your fingers come across the lights.
Are the constellations complete? Do you have to like complete them with your finger?
From what you know, they are in their complete form.
Are they?
I wouldn't really know. The night skies in the Highlands are kind of taken up by floating rocks. Never really do get a complete picture.
Are they in the correct spot, like geologically? Like, if the wall was in the sky, would the constellations be correct?
Yes.
And nothing happened when he touched it.
Something
So it's-
definitely did happen. He
Rod
coursed
Melton.
with energy and light
Oh.
as he pressed his fingers across it.
So
Wanna move your hand from snake to ox to raven?
right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You feel that when your fingers are touching upon the lights, as you halt the completion of it and only just go from one to the next, it doesn't course any true energy. But as you trail your finger across the whole length and completing the whole of the constellation one after the other, you see that they begin to glow, beginning with the snake.
Yeah. I connect the dots, the constellations with my finger.
In what order?
Snake, ox, raven.
Well done.
the
That's-
thing we've been saying this whole time.
Yeah, but you gotta, make sure that you're doing it right.
Are you sure?
Are you
Say
sure
your final answer.
I toss the keystone up and I pocket it.
There you
Need
go.
that for later.
As you trace the shape of the constellation, they begin to shine bright, a shade of blue. When the final line is complete, light ripples through the room and low rumble from the wall. 2 panels slide apart to reveal an arched doorway. Sorry, burp.
That's
Stepping through the archway, your presence is concealed by a large bookcase. A peek through the shelves reveals a room that is more opulent than you'd expect in a ruin. Wall scones illuminate ancient carvings, and perfectly square pillars stand in each corner. A pristine black banner hangs from the wall, bearing 2 crossed blades and a star. You see 2 bandit guards stand at the edges of the room, as though awaiting for orders. Standing at the center of the room, with air of authority, there stands the identity made clear, the bandit leader, Rue Nightshade. As that is where we will end tonight's session.
Somebody order a bard.
Right?
The spirit
you were-
knights in rage. No.
We were knocking for a while there, and no one answered, so we had to take matters into our own hands.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, so thoughts on this one? What'd you guys think?
You know, my internet my internet is working okay now, and I'm not muted forever, so better than last time.
Yeah.
That's just the technical side. Obviously, there's some small improvements that we have seen could be made to the game, like ease of making these familiars friends of ours.
Yeah, for sure. I'll have
And-
to look at that.
Yeah.
I guess off of some comments you made after last session, I want to know how much we were meant to get through in this, because we have fun like beating our heads against the wall on like kind of like the puzzle or whatever, but I can see a group being like, dead end? Okay, I'm leaving, going to the other room, seeing the object, and doing everything we did in 20 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we
That's
just fucked
entirely
around too
possible.
much.
It again, when it comes to these sessions, I agree with you. They have relative shortness, but that's why I could also see someone could burn through these sessions pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You know, what I will say is, you guys, that was entirety of session 4. You know, and it could have gone by a lot faster. Hell, if I was, we could honestly potentially have gotten through session 5, but I want to have that be its own entire engagement, so we'll save that for next week. But yeah, it is definitely faster pace than a lot of people are probably used to. Benefit, negative, I mean, for me, it comes down to fun, but I can definitely see someone getting frustrated if they were just like, okay, we started at 6 p.m. and by 9 p.m. we're done with the entire adventure because we're just zooming through this. It could happen.
They do just want you to have more roleplay moments.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
There's a lot of points where they just want me to have you guys roleplay, and I completely understand why. Go ahead.
I have a question, just about the thing that I saw. Can you bring back up that combat map? Because there was definitely footprints like halfway under that bookcase. I swear to God.
I unfortunately have clicked to the next page, but
Damn.
we can. There's a whole video, so we can just skip straight to it on the video. And
Oh yeah,
confirm
I
your
guess I'll just watch
accuracy.
that later. But that shit. Ooh. I do think that would be an interesting mechanic. Is like sometimes the battle map will give you like a little view into something that might give you a hint.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that was the only view we had into the hatching room, other than a very narrow kind of view of the eggs.
So what I have seen is that there are some where players will literally just click on things on the screen, like adventures. This one's purely an introductory one, but ones that I saw that are either being worked on or not work kind of like that, where if you see something kind of off on the screen, you can click on it and choose to roll to attack it, and it can open up an entire sequence. So I think they're working on that. It just, they didn't implement it into this adventure.
Yeah, I backed up and looked, and I see the footprints.
And they
I think
like
that's-
halfway go under the bookcase, don't they? Anyways, what were you
I think
saying,
that-
Sengoku?
I think that's kind of the trick of using a visual medium for storytelling is some things that are clues are super like that slit in the door. It's like we knew that that was a visual clue that this is an actual accessible area. But something as small as like a footprint, it's like at that point, is it gonna lead your PCs to completely like fixate on something that might not be there?
I'll say
You know?
this: if you had, if let's say this was totally theater of the mind, and you want this exact scenario that we've been through, if you as a DM kind of mention the alignment of the stones in such a way to make one full length kind of crevice, that's gonna draw just as much attention, if not more, as just simply seeing it. You know what I mean? So I think the context clue makes it obvious, yeah, but I don't think that the alternative is all that less obvious if you wanted to seed it in a similar manner.
And maybe I don't mind the visual medium because sometimes they can hide stuff where we just can't we don't immediately notice it, and then maybe like later when we're watching the video back or we're doing something else, and then we're like, "Hey, did you guys notice that?" And it opens up a whole new section of the story that we never even noticed. Like we looked at the middle door and it opened and that stuff. Obviously, the other doors don't look like they could open, but they might.
Yeah.
Maybe they open with different keystones that we get later on in the mini campaigns I assume they're going to release. I don't know. I think the visual medium I do enjoy a lot because I get also the art style is just crazy.
Yeah.
It lends itself more to the players not having to rely on rolling to perceive this or checking for a trap, because maybe sometimes they will just actually in person see it and be like, oh yeah, it's passive perception, but we don't need passive perception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoy the visual medium too as someone who mostly processes visual things.
Same.
Anyway, session wise, it was pretty fun. It didn't feel like a lot happened. It felt like a lot of us just fucking around. And then the
that's
fight was pretty good. We got to test out our new abilities and
Yeah.
hit things pretty hard.
Also, this was the only session that only had us as like speaking characters.
True.
I mean, there was the cat.
Wow.
Well, yeah, but I didn't cast speak to nature on the cat or the dog this session because
It meowed.
right, but yeah. Like I thought about it. I definitely thought about it. But I was wary since it went so poorly last session.
I'm very sorry for my attacks on the Long Strider people.
God damn.
I'm very bought into the cult of Acamian.
As well, you should be.
I hate Acamian with just such a burning passion.
Talk to the grass. He knows.
I know. Well, and the fact that that Hazel was like, unlike Mirren who can't speak to nature, and I was like, oh, yeah, that was a burn.
Well, hey, thank you. Any other last minute statements before we close it out?
Probably finding a better balance of the into combat thing. Just having all the abilities trigger at once instead of letting us take combat a little bit longer, because then people could just heal up all the way and it wouldn't be a challenge.
Well, there's also risk of that because, like, my pulsar ability, let's say that you ended combat next to me, and now we choose to let all of our end of combat stuff go off, now you're taking damage.
Wait, just step away.
No, yeah, well, so I'm
Yeah,
saying, like,
it's
you're
a
saying, like,
balance.
end game, whole round goes through, your abilities go off. I'm saying if that were it, there's negative consequences too, and we also don't know, like, environmental hazards if they're around. So I would say the thing of just, like, play it through if you want your ability to go off, or just have your GM heal you separately afterwards is fine. But I do think that's a good question to just, like, throw up in the air for devs and all that.
Yeah, maybe just have like one round after combat is over. Just also to inspect the room, because sometimes the battle maps are pretty cool and we don't get to expect them very long.
That is fair. They are really well detailed.
They are, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, Oh, good. Okay.
No, I was closing the game because
Of
it was
course.
crashing my internet again.
That is fair. Thank you, everyone, of course, for assembling. My one thing that I'm going to say before we close out is very simple. I enjoy the visuals, absolutely, but also something that others may not really find as cool, I actually kind of enjoy it. I actually like the so let's say that you're a person who hasn't gotten to play much tabletop RPGs because they take a long time and you have to set aside a bunch of time to do them, trying to accomplish a lot of things, but you want to get your group of friends, handle things, and you want to be able to get through an adventure in an hour to an hour and a half or less, because that's the only time that you're able to get together. This is like the perfect thing for that. Like it's very low, like, entrance to get things started, and once they start allowing for player-made content, I mean, the sky's the limit. Because that's their plan. So it's gonna be. I foresee this only going upward. I definitely agree there are some pacing things that could be different, but overall, other than some of the connection issues, I'm having a good time as a GM. And if you wish to continue with us, please like, share, and subscribe. Please slap yourself against the bell icon. Follow us on each of our other projects. We do varieties of games, not just tabletop games. And we would love to have you guys along with us. From all of us at the Unkindness of Idiots, we love you and thank you for being here. Any send-offs from you beautiful people?
Nope. Give
As
Fablecraft
always,
a look
Unkind.
if you like what you see.
Here, what? Oh, yes.
Watch our podcast. I love that shit.
Mwah. Oh yeah, the podcasts are hilarious.
There's a bear in your room.
Ah!
On
Oh
that
my
note,
God.
everyone have a good night.
Night.
Bye.
Let that sound haunt